Alright, YouTube. It's time to fix and repair this large pocket bike. All the plastics for it are right here. They've been cheaply painted, which I'll probably just turn around and paint them again. There's the front end of it. There's the back end and the seat. The soft part of the seat's around here somewhere. I think it's on the other side of the house still. But yeah, I just put all the bolts in it that need to be there. All the bolts holding the engine in weren't there anymore, so I put all those in. I need to replace the battery or get the battery repaired that's inside here. There should just be one battery in there, but I'm gonna fill it up and see if it'll start. It's where you always want to. That's always where you want to start from, is to see if it actually will function at all. See if it needs a little bit of a tune-up, a full tune-up, what it needs. You know what I mean? So here's negative. I'm just gonna put it on a grounding spot. I'm gonna put it on this bolt right here, and then turn the power on. Take the positive out. Make sure it turns over. Yeah, it turns over. So let's go ahead and throw some gas in it and see if it won't just start. So I'm going to spill a little bit of this out. So there's a little bit of water in the spout. Should be enough. I've got some Marvel Mr. Oil in there too. Oh, that's not quite enough. Let's pull this. The filter's not under the gasoline, and that's the problem we're gonna have. Now it should be under. Yep, just barely under the gasoline. I would pull this out a little bit and make it go under more, but I can't seem to do that. But I should be able to get gasoline into the system. Yep, there's some gas coming in right now. Alright, let's choke it. Those directions are hard to see. That's open, that's choked, I guess. Could be bass backwards, so. Let's see. See if she starts. Try the other way. Alright. Let's put you down so I can use my hands. Put you right there. Hopefully you can see. Alright, so as you can see, you can't get it to fire. Not even once. I'm going to turn it over while I smell the exhaust and see if I can smell any fresh fuel coming through. Well, I wouldn't say fresh fuel. Try maybe a few more times and see if we can get it to go. Alright, so there's got to be a kill switch somewhere. Let's see, there's this wire here. It's these two wires right here that somebody's twisted together with some wire twists. I'm wondering if they go to the kill switch somewhere. See, the kill switch routes around here. Go Goes through here. Just trying to find everything. Oh, it fed me back to where I was. So there's that. This goes into where? So this gray, this right here is the kill switch. So in theory, taking this off and hooking them from each other should give me spark. So whoever tried hot wiring this didn't hot wire it right. Well, heck. It runs, and the carb does not need to be rebuilt. So whoever hot wired it did not do a good job. I don't know what this is, but I'm going to leave it for now. Why is my lens dirty again? Oh, that's fogged up. Oh, it's fogged up on the inside. Huh. It's really moist today. It's really, really muggy, so that's probably the reason. But yeah, it runs. I'm going to go out and take it for a spin. Cool. And then I'm going to continue the video and put the pieces on it here and there. But I'm going to go take it for a run. Alright, so I just took it around the neighborhood. Halfway anyways, a bunch of kids stopped me and asked me about it. Where'd you get that? How much did it cost? Costed nothing, and I got it out of somebody's trash. No way! That's funny. Anyways, so as I wrote it, I noticed a few little details that are bugging me. First detail I've already fixed. It was the front wheel. It wouldn't spin freely. You could spin it about this. You'd throw it down as hard as you could, and it would spin and stop about there. Like spin, stop. But it's spinning a whole lot freer. The caliper for this disc brake was bent outwards a little bit, so I took a crescent wrench and bent it back a little bit and put the caliper and everything back on, and it actually works very well now. So brake still works, but the it's not rubbing against that disc. I don't know what this is. I think it's just paint. So I'm tightening that down with my fingers. But two other things I didn't like, and I'm going to be fixing now. These chains are way too tight. Like, that's too tight, and that's way too tight. You should have quite a bit of play. Well, not a lot, but enough to, you know, be able to move freely. That's way too tight, and I can barely push it myself. You know, it's hard to push, and it'll have a premature effect on bearings and different things. So I've got to adjust it from this engine and adjust it for the back wheel, because this one's too tight too. So what you got to do is you got to undo those 4 bolts, these ones down here, and you loosen these up one twist at a time until this feels right, and then you undo this one and undo the other one on the other side and do the same thing with these until it feels right. And then I'm going to oil up these chains too, because they are a little dry. They're not bad, but they're dry. So I've got to adjust those real quick, and then I'll flip the camera back on after I'm done adjusting it. I believe this is too big. It is. Got a few Allen wrenches. I'm not going to let little kids play with my tools anymore, or use them for that matter, because they don't put them back. They haven't learned to put tools back where they came from. So I'm always running around my yard searching for tools that I need at the time. See, that one's loose enough. That one's loose enough. Well, I'll get that done real quick, and I'll show you. I'll start loosening these up on camera and show you what it looks like. Alright, so we're going to loosen this one up. 1, 2, 3. Loosen this one, the other one up. 2 turns. Can't get the grip on it. I can just do it. Let's see. One, 2, 3, and a little bit more. Alright, I'm going to put you down real quick. I'm going to wiggle the engine around to try to get it to move. I think the bolt in the back is holding it where it's sitting right now. Huh. What I'm talking about is back here for the muffler. Oh, there it is. So I'm just gonna continue to loosen those up and wiggle the engine around and get it to move back, and then tighten everything down again. Except I'm not going to touch those bolts. I'm going to leave those where they are. But tighten that back up. I'm probably going to put the plastics on here sooner or later, so it looks nice while I drive it around. I'm going to do this too, but I'm not going to do it on video. My battery's starting to die. So see you in a second, YouTube. Alright, so there's a comfortable amount of play on both sides, and now it moves a lot freer. Now all that needs to be done is it needs to be oiled. This is my homemade penetrating oil. This stuff is amazing. What it is 75% oil. You pick your oil, doesn't matter what brand. I'm using a cheap semi-synthetic right now. It really doesn't matter what you use. And then 25% diesel. Not the low sulfur kind, just the regular diesel. The diesel makes it penetrate. So let me oil this up and I'll be done. Alright, YouTube, been tuning up the large pocket bike. I call it a pocket rocket. Thank you, Mr. Airplane. Anyways, I've been tuning it up. I got all the plastics on it. Start walking in its direction now. Still gotta get kill switch and all that hooked up. So what it needs, all it needs now, I need to tune it up even further. It doesn't like to hit the high RPMs. It kind of stays low. Even at full throttle, it doesn't like to hit the high RPMs at all. Which, you know, that can be fixed. I probably gotta pull that carburetor apart and clean it out. Get that, you know, cleaned out. Get the needle, all the jets cleaned out, so I know everything's clean and, you know, not gummed up. Yeah, it's running pretty good. I still don't have a pull start on it. Pull start would go right there. As you can see, there's nothing there still, just this spinning cup. Thinking about pulling this engine out and pulling it apart I'm checking it out, make sure everything's a-okay. There's a few little details that I don't like that I need to fix and so on. I need to get that hooked up and see if it's accurate at all, my speedometer. Sometimes they're accurate, sometimes they're not. My light bulbs keep falling out on the right side. It kind of drives me nuts. They'll stand sometimes, but they like to fall out a lot. I've got all the light bulbs except for this one right here. One of the high and low beams, it's missing. I believe it was there when I pulled it out of the trash can. It might be in my Subaru. I pulled it home in. It's running pretty good. All the brakes work. I need to tighten up the steering, however you do that. Oh, it's right there. You can tighten that up a little bit. Need to clean these tires off and make them look better. I need to figure out how to make this higher, because when I corner it scrapes on the ground. It's not this that's scraping actually, it's the kickstand. The very bottom of the kickstand right here scrapes. When I go around corners, it doesn't do it on this side. It doesn't do it on the right side, but it'll do it on the left side because the kickstand's there. I need to repaint the whole thing. It used to be red, as you can see there. It's a nice looking bike from afar, but when you start looking at it real close, you can tell it's just painted cheaply. Just a real quick paint job. So I need to sand everything down and repaint the whole thing. It's not too bad of a bike at all. Wish the seat was softer. After about 20 minutes of riding it, your bottom's screaming for help. Your butt is. I don't know why I said bottom. I haven't said bottom in a long time. Your bottom. Anyways, chains are working really well. This one's getting a little loose. Still, I'm still fine with it being that loose, but if it starts acting up, then I'll tighten it up. But that's about how loose both of them are. I like them a little loose. They've got to be a little loose. You can never have a chain tight. That is so bad for the bearings in both sprockets, whether it just be from here to the back tire. It's bad for all the bearings, causes premature wear, and it kills the chain. So it's got to be a little loose. Plus it causes a lot of friction and the engine can't put the power to the wheels like it should, or it would like to anyways. I gotta bolt up the plastics on the bottom. It needs a battery. I don't know if I said that already. It needs a battery for the electronic system. The battery goes inside there. It has a battery in there. I might just try to get that battery going again. Try the Epsom salt treatment and revive it and try to get it going again. I might just try that, or I will try that first, and then if I can't get it going, then I grab or get something else. Another thing that I noticed is the plugins and charging unit and everything is down in there. You can get to it from here. You can see that. That's where you plug it in to charge the battery up. Just a little 12-volt charger. I can reach back there and get to it just fine, but it's kind of having to reach back there is the problem. I need to flush the transmission out and put some good fluid in there. Make sure we've got, the good fluid. There's nothing cheap or Chinese in there. It's probably still the Chinese fluid. But you can see I corner quite a bit. I get the sides of these tires. To corner, to get that much, you have to lean the bike over quite a ways. This is upright right here. And I lean the bike over a bit like that. Fun to drive around, it's just a fun thing to drive. So yeah, it's pretty much finished. It's pretty much done. It's good enough to drive, good enough to run around. Probably I'm running a little heavy oil in there. That's why you've got a lot of oil coming out the back. I'll run a lighter mixture in it. Maybe that'll help with the rev problem. It won't rev up high enough. Would like to open that exhaust up a little bit so it'll breathe better, but that'd be hard to do since there's no bolts or anything. It's all welded together. So I'll probably leave those alone for now. If I really wanted to get something, excuse me. If I really wanted to get something that would, you know, really give me some power, I could get expansion chamber. But I am saving my money right now for something in the future I won't tell you guys about until I purchase it. Few subscribers out there know, because they've got me on Skype. But oh, this spring's really tight. Spring down here is really tight. Doesn't need to be that tight. Not for me anyways. Yeah, a few of them know what I'm looking at. For those who know, got a better price on it than what he was asking. So yeah, here's the front brake and the back brake. I've got it set up to be more of a bicycle brake system anyways, because that's the front brake and that's the back brake. Cranky V2 was pointing out that motorcycles, this is the front brake, this is the clutch, and then you'd have your brake down here for your back. And that's true. That's absolutely true. It's just if I'm gonna have two brake handles, I'm gonna set it up like a bicycle. So there's no questioning when I sit down on this, you know, whether or not where the brakes are, you know. So I ride bicycles a lot, so just thought I'd set it up that way. Plus, if I ever sell it, it won't make anybody confused. Probably won't sell it, but I may down the road somewhere. If I purchase a car or something like that, I just don't need these anymore, or they're taking up too much room, or you know, something like that, I can always sell them. Yeah, all the brakes are working great though. Yeah, I had it going an hour after I posted the video up of the trash finds, and this, you know, had it going within an hour or even less than that. So I do need to pull that carburetor apart and clean it out though. I haven't done that. I just got it to run, so that's what I was happy with. I'm gonna stop talking and shut the video off now so I don't waste any more time. See you later, YouTube. If you could subscribe, if you could subscribe, that'd be great. Unless you are subscribed, thank you for subscribing. If you could comment, rate, all that fun stuff. See you later, YouTube. Thanks. Bye.